It's Mathel here once again, and by this point, my Lightning Strike Frostblade CI Inquisitor is now level 90, and that's just about all I can handle of playing Lightning Strike and Frostblades. But it's been quite a lot of fun, and I have managed to do just about everything out there at this point. Cleared Uber, tried double core Malachi twice. Didn't end up doing a single core Malachi just because it didn't feel worth it. But I think you could do a single core Malachi fairly comfortably with the right mods. In any case, the mapping on this character has been very solid. As you can see, the clear speed in the right circumstances is quite nice, and the boss kills are also quite solid. As I said though, sometimes you will more or less be playing Frostblades for certain maps, certain obstacles and all that. As you can see here, it's a Poachers. It's got a lot of jail cells and like shit like that. Different levels, stairs, and Lightning Strike just doesn't work for any of that shit. So Frostblades with the chain gem seems to clear pretty nicely. The biggest problem with Frostblades is it just puts you a bit closer to the target, almost even in melee range. So against very dangerous stuff like this Poachers, if you mess up for just a second, you might die because Frostblades really does put you that close to enemies. But the boss kills have been very nice, mostly just because it's an Inquisitor. It ignores all the high tier boss resists, as you can see here for a core. As well as that, CI are very handy for something like that Malagaro, so he won't do any chaos, and you get plenty of ES to actually take the big hits. Something else I did was a Grandmaster map. I've run a couple of these now, and they're actually pretty smooth on this character. So all you really need is a Curse Immune Flask. I didn't use one of those, but I would recommend it in the future if you want to actually farm some of these. A Curse Immune Flask, a Bleed Immune Flask, and a Freeze Immune Flask. Besides that, Inquisitor, pretty much any Inquisitor should be wrecking this fairly hard, because our characters all rely quite heavily on having 75 resists at the very least. Inquisitor takes all of that away, and it means you hit like a truck against these exiles, technically we'd call them. So even the max block characters, those guys usually rely on you not dealing that much damage, and then basically healing or regenning their ES back up to full every time they block, for example. Or there's a few other guys that just have insane regen, but that doesn't matter when you can just about one-shot everything with your Inquisitorness by ignoring all resists. On top of that, I do drop the totem every now and again, the War Chief totem, and he almost one-shots exiles by himself. So he's also very handy, and just a bit more safe if you want to use him. As you can see, yep, sometimes you'll run into a couple of exiles that are pretty annoying, have a good amount of regen and all that sort of shit, but you just got to get a good solid crit on them and they'll die. Before I show you the Uberon and just a bit of something else for Core Malachi, I'll tell you something else about the character first. What specifically I was talking about was just that for my War Chief setup, I may have listed added lightning before. At this stage, I'm happy with added cold. I've put this into the setup, and that gives him a lot of extra cold damage. And since he's going to be ignoring all resists with his attacks, he actually has quite a lot of freeze potential and stoppability whenever he crits. So I'd recommend using added cold on him if you can, and even if you can, somehow, added cold over added lightning on your actual main setup. For me, that would mean I'd have to get 5 off colors on this chest, and that's just not gonna fucking happen. So I'm sticking with added lightning. But you need some cold damage somewhere, basically. So at the moment, I would be running Herald of Ice, Wrath, and Discipline. So I do have a little bit of cold damage from that Herald. It's just barely not enough for the high tier maps. So I've made sure to try and get some cold damage on my dagger. But likewise, these rings are reused from my Wanda, or all this jewelry is. If I did it again, I'd probably stack cold damage instead of lightning all over the place, just for that extra freeze, because it's far more valuable than the lightning at this stage. since I'm going to be shocking pretty much 100% of the time anyway, just thanks to all the lightning damage I deal from Wrath. And as well as that, if you're running a Vinctars, chances are you're going to be getting a lot of shock as well there. And something else to mention, of the best Vinctars for this build, I would say, is the added lightning damage to attacks. This one I currently have on gives you quite a nice boost of damage. So as you can see, 89k, 98k. So a nice something like 10% damage gain just from that damage there. That's about it for the character, guys. It was quite a lot of fun. It's probably expensive to really get it to feel quite good, but it can perform rather well, and I'll let you just have a look at the full uncut Uber run that I did. It was the first run, so I was still figuring stuff out. That's why it might not look so clean in certain parts. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm not really built for spectral throwing. I need much more attack speed for that to work, and probably actual mana leech or some shit. I don't know what's going on. Who the fuck cares? It's only 2x, right? Like, rooms like this aren't too bad for my lightning strike. Goodness. It's just, if I have a pyramid in this motherfucker, if I have to do a pyramid, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna ult F4. Stream for the rest of the day. Fuck it. Let's let Totem take care of this guy. Wow, Totem one-shot himself. Totem, please! I can kill him, I just don't want to use my flasks for it, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come across dudes soon. DPS is really good. On trash, at least. Alright, gotta pop flasks for this one. Can't get to the immune flask thing. Okay, we're there. Is that it? That's it. Let her rip. First fight. I really don't know how I'm supposed to play this. Yeah, see, I was afraid that would happen. I think it's because I put a totem in there. It just keeps going straight down. He's bugging out because the totem's on top of his dick. I think it's the totem. It's either the totem or the Orb of Storms. That's, you know, as soon as he comes up, straight down. Swapping Fortify and Welling Blade for boss fights. I mean, it's a pretty good idea, but I'm not too good on mana sustain. I don't really want to well through anything anyway. We'll see. If I die, maybe I'll consider that as an option. Okay, what are we doing? It just doesn't go down a ledge. That's such a big problem. hits so hard though, as an Inquisitor. These guys are very early resistant, and you notice it so badly on any early build. Their life just isn't that great. As you can clearly see when they have no resistances, it's actually pretty comfortable. Crazy. Which, as always, makes you wonder, how the fuck did they let Inquisitor be a thing? Alright, gotta go fast. Hopefully carry through some momentum. I'm really hoping that I don't kill something else first right now. I think I may accidentally. Yeah. It's gonna be the Cycloner. He's dead first. Fuck. Look at how close he is. And I don't know how to attack without hitting everything. Oh, fuck. Spectral throw it? I really need her to die first. Willing to even sacrifice a life if I have to. Yeah, I fucked up, kinda. I went in for another attack, even when I was low life. Didn't have any flasks left, and I didn't put up my Warlord's mark on her first, because I just totally forgot. Alright, this is no longer an option. Because I'm gonna get killed by things. And I don't know how to survive this anymore. Crap. Need lightning strike. Slow approach, get him. So slow. Slow approach lags like fuck, because it creates way more strikes than normal. Last on the screen, that is. Damage is good though. Alright, where's Broseph? There he is. Look how slow it is. It just lags. It's cute. It's real cute. Alright, put that on. Because I think I'll be using Spectral Throw Fever. And I need a mana flask for Spectral Throw. I think I do anyway. I don't know. I probably owe it to myself to at least try Lightning Strike out. Do I though? Oh no, there's at the end. Oh, we got charges back anyway. Just used all my flasks and shit. Ah, fuck it. I'm committing to Spectral Throw, I think. I don't know if it's the right move, but I'm doing it. Gorge Springs and Wasteland. Yeah, some good maps. Alright, well I can't kill anything this way, can I? Can I kill anything like this? Yeah, okay. Swap in GMP and we're good to go. Damage is nothing amazing, so I don't know. Okay, with flasks I can do that. My concern is going to be without flasks, which is about to be the case. Not too bad, actually. Not leeching much, are we? With that Warlord's Mark and reduced effectiveness, holy crap. So I do have perma Warlords up on her. I think you could honestly afford to just zone in and out for flasks. If you need to, between phases. God, I messed that up so bad. I didn't, like, put any fucking preparation into that kill. And still almost got it. But yeah, I just didn't pick the right ad in time, basically. I was looking for the spear. Couldn't find her, because I'm blind. Oh god. Okay, I'll just do no damage and she's gonna go ham. She's going so ham. My god. Too many beers. Go some of that. Wow, I didn't even charge up her Vinctors off of that? Scammed. Dude! Am I 3 Vaal axes in a row on this league? Or is it just me? I don't think I've had a mask yet, have I? That is insane, an insane profit margin thus far. Well, like I said, basically, flasks are up, I should be a god. Flasks go down, I'm a pancake. For those that are just tuning in, this is 40% increased monster area, double Malachi, with 30% increased boss area, so 70% increased area. fucking tentacles! Everything he does is basically covering the fucking screen. And yeah, my damage just isn't good enough. I need to stand still for a bit to at least build up power charges. Can't really afford to do that. And even so, he just has a lot of life and my damage just isn't good enough. Using Pierce, yeah, I mean my damage setup is fine. Probably gonna have to pop both my things. Just to try and get this shit down. Yeah, man, I ran out of flasks and I die. And I blah. I was hoping maybe the center would be there somewhere, but that is just huge. Because I couldn't afford to move at that point. I had to stand there to leech up the rest of the damage I just took. That's half a room slam, man. Thing's huge. And I just got like off-screen tentacled by that guy. I dodged that one. I was trying to not use flasks until I knew I needed them. That one came in from the fucking other side of the world. Well, alright, I've got to pop fucking everything. Damage is good enough, I just can't properly survive. Damage isn't good enough if I can't stand still, and I can't stand still. I can't dodge that! 70% is too much! Like, usually he'd be tentacling you from around here, but he can tentacle me from the other side of the room. And I just can't get away from that, man. I mean, I have a leech with atziri's Promise, a bit from the Crown of Eyes, which isn't much, but most importantly, I'm keeping up Warlord's mark on them. And that's just not enough when the damage they throw at me is so substantial.